Hello, and welcome to the Reactor. Alrighty. We're going to get to Katatonia, and this is called Brave. Now, one of you guys out there just had to mention that Mr. Ackerfeld was a vocalist in the early days of Katatonia. Now I've listened to Katatonia quite often, maybe some of their later albums, but I don't think I've dived into any of their really early stuff. They are a very really cool, mellow, heavy, emotional, atmospheric, progressive style band. Very Tool-esque in a way, and just has some really awesome vibes. This band has been one of my favorites. I don't think I've gone this far back, though. This is from 96, I think, somewhere around there. And this was kind of, I think, I'm pretty sure this is 96. I'll have to double check, but this was the 1 year that Ackerfeld did vocals for Katatonia. The only year, I do believe. So we're gonna check it out. This was the first tune in that album. I can't remember the name of the album, but I'll put the links and all that fun stuff below. So let's get to it. Let's listen to some Katatonia. I have yet to divulge into some of their earlier stuff, which is now I'm excited to hear it. So all right, let's get to it. And here we go. Links below to all the fun stuff, and you know. Cheers. let's chat about this for a sec. This is really cool. So I'm still on the fence of death vocals, harsh vocals. But if I can put some emotion and some amazing music behind it, I can get past it. This is fantastic. I just totally dig the way that the layers of this song are being stripped away just little by little throughout this part. And now we hit this final next, I'm going to guess it's a next major change of the song, possibly, I don't know. But the constant rhythms that are happening with the guitars, and the bass is also just going constant. Ackerfeld here is just ripping some vocals in between, but then we start stripping away some of the sounds, some of the tracks, some of the instruments, and you start getting more and more of a cleaner sound. And so we come to this point, which I think is really cool, that they have a lot of stuff happening, and then just little by little, it's hard to notice, but then at some point you're like, oh, well, there's not much going on now. so that's a interesting technique they got. I like it. All right, hold on. Steady. Still going. That was an awesome build-up. That was heavy. That was fucking heavy. Whew. Wow. I gotta say, different Katatonia than I remember listening to. So, Ackerfeld has certainly a lot of influence in his life, and he's been in and around everything. I just, it's so interesting to me that one person can be involved in so many different things without getting enough attention. Because here in the United States, I really never have heard of Opeth up until, I mean, I've heard of them. Like when I was a kid, I think I remember, but it just never caught on. For some reason, it just didn't hit here, which is very unfortunate because I would have been the biggest Opeth fan in the 90s, early 80s, 90s. It's something I would have totally just got on board with, but for whatever reason, they just didn't hit here. Terrible, terrible thing. So, well, I'm glad I'm doing it now. But this interesting song because it had a lot of interesting layers where they would peel back a particular layer, then they would go heavy with dual guitars, bass, drums, everything, vocals, and they would strip away a little piece here and a piece there, and to kind of give it more clarity. The interesting part too is that there wasn't really a guitar solo or a section for the guitar. There was some lead parts, but it carried through some of the rhythms throughout the entire song. So really different structure than your typical heavy metal tune. So that, again, Ackerfeld has always been involved, either himself in his own band or other bands that don't kind of follow the rules of the typical heavy metal or metal type bands that just do your typical riff, chorus, lead, chorus, riff, end. So it's really a unique song. I'm still, I'd hate to say this, but I'm still on the fence with the vocals. It fits this style of music, and I got to give credit to the writing capabilities, the playability, the musicianship, everything that's recorded. It was a little condensed, this particular album, maybe because it was just that far back. They didn't have the space that they could create. Maybe it was just, I don't know, back in those days, you did what you had to do to get by. So if they could recreate it today, I would expect that there'd be more space and ambience and for all instruments involved. But what a really interesting song to kind of just melt into, because it has a very nice Katatonia vibe that they've carried throughout the years, where it's just so melodic and it's heavy, but it's heavy. It molds you through in this nice weave of frequencies and things that are just molding through, and you're following this pattern and this kind of like a dreamy, heavy, dreamy atmosphere type of music, and it's something to just really get lost into, and I fucking love that shit. So wow. So another beautiful gem to experience, and I'll have to listen to a little bit more of this particular album. This is the only one with Ackerfeld in it. So all right, well, let me know of other Ackerfeld adventures It seems like it's just never ending. The guy just doesn't stop. Unbelievable. And other band members of Katatonia, I think, were in other things, and I don't know if Steve Wilson was involved in Katatonia at any point in time. I'd have to dig into it a little more, but Katatonia has been around for a long time, and I really appreciate their artistic qualities and just dreamy heaviness. It's epic. So all right, well, thanks for watching, and comment below and do all the fun things, and we'll keep the music flowing. Until the next time, cheerio!